All right, so I know these systems of equations MCAS questions are a little difficult, so I made this video to go along with it. Hopefully you're either watching this video after you've done the questions or as you're doing this questions, maybe you're watching it and going along with the video. So I might say pause the video here and there if you are going along with the video. So the first one is kind of a word problem, and we have to always think when we look at linear word problems, even if it is a system, that it has to have either standard or slope intercept form. So if you look, Glenn bought a game system and 3 video games. So we're looking at 2 variables, game system and video games for 375. Jim, a game system, 4 video games for 410. So neither of these are dependent on the other. So these are both independent variables. So you basically have to set up a system of equation with two ax plus by equals c equations. And so they only bought one game system. So I'm going to put, I'll put 1x, one game system, plus 3 video games equals 375. And then the other one's going to be one game system plus 4 video games equals 410. So now I have my system, and just like we've been doing in class, this is elimination. So I'm going to put my line across, and I have the solution done for you. One thing you'll notice is that these don't eliminate right away. You want these to eliminate, but this has to be negative. So just like we did in class, we're going to make everything the opposite symbol, like that. So maybe if you're watching the video, you could pause and try the solution or try to get the answer. And I'll show it to you now. So here you can see right here, I solved and I got negative 1y. When I added the equations, negative 35. So y is 35. But 35 was actually my games for y. So I had to back sub to get my console system price. So when I put the 35 back into the first one, that's 105 minus 105 on both sides. The game system costs $270. So the answer that you should have here is 270. All right, let's go on to the next one, number 2. Sorry, the pages are a little messed up. Okay, this is literally like we've been doing in class. Everything looks nice and easy, ready to solve for elimination. So interesting thing happens though when you eliminate. We've never seen one of these yet, so that's what makes this one tricky. You add these two, you get 0. You add these two, you get 0 equals negative 14. So 0 can equal negative 14. So maybe if you're still watching, you can pause, put a right answer. Yeah, there is no solution to that. So the correct answer here is A. So we haven't seen that yet, so that makes that one a little bit of a curveball. Probably the hardest paper question on the paper is this one. So I'm going to do my best to solve it to you, but years ago, only 48% of the 8th grade got this question right on MCAS, and it says which one's no solution. So a couple things about that. You could put them into elimination and then see which one you get the same thing like this. So like I'm trying to see it, but if you notice the X's and the Y's aren't lined up for only this one is. And if I do letter B and I add these up, nothing eliminates. I get 14. No, I don't even get elimination happening. So I'll have to show you what I did in a previous work part. But the correct answer, well, I'll tell you why it's not A. So what you have to do, this is tricky now, you have to put them in the correct order. So I have to switch this to be negative 2x plus 3y. And then, yeah, and then when I add the 2, I do get this to eliminate, but then I have 6y equals 24, and that's eventually going to have a solution. We want one without a solution. Same thing here. I can already tell, even if I did make elimination happen, I multiplied these all by negative 3. This would become negative 9. This would become negative 24. if I add them up, I'm still going to have a solution. Over here, geez, we haven't even seen like this one. I'll just say leave B alone. That's probably the hardest to figure out. I did say put a hint to put them in slope intercept form, so you could check the slopes that way. But take a look at D. If I reverse these, I get 4x plus 3y equals 12. If I put the x term here, I get 4x plus 3y equals negative 10. Now, if I change all the signs of the second one, everything eliminates, and I'm just left with 2. That's the no solution question. So, and I did actually for B, I did put them in slope intercept form on another paper, and you can see, yeah, it took me a while. Negative 3/4 was the slope for that one, and negative 3/4 is the slope for that one. I'm sorry, 3/4. So the slopes are different by a little bit. Because the slopes are different, they are going to eventually cross in that lightsaber fashion. All right, number 4. This one you had to do with substitution. So I'm going to substitute this here. I'm going to get 2p minus 5 equals 1.5n. I got to subtract the smaller variable term. We haven't done a lot with decimals, but we don't need to get too bothered by those right now. Sorry, this should be 2n. I apologize. Sorry, I got to put the 2n right there. So now I get 0.5n minus 5 equals 0. Add 5 to both sides. And then I get 0.5n equals 5. Divide by a half. And a half goes into 5 actually 10 times. So the solution here is that n is equal to 10. And just to double check my answer, I did get n equal to 10 there. So the answer there is 10. That was tricky. All right, let's go on to the next one. This one I don't think has nearly that many tricky parts. It's straight up substitution. So we're going to go here, sub that in right there, rewrite it 3 parentheses 2x minus 4 equals 2x. Distribute 6x minus 12 equals 2x. I'm going to subtract the smaller from both sides because that's what we do. Fortunately, I'm going to get 0 on one side. Sorry, that's minus 12. So I'm going to have to add 12 to both sides. 4x equals 12. Now, what the heck are they looking for? Because I get x equals 3. And are they looking for x or are they looking for y? Oh, they're looking for both. So the first answer here is going to be 3. And then I have to back sub. So I'm going to back sub my x equals 3 right here. So I'm going to get y equals 2 times 3 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So my solution is 2. Tricky. All right, number 6. Let's see what we got for that one. Sorry. Okay. It's another word problem that is going to be done by elimination. So if you read this one, here's how you do it. So Amy paid $60 for 1 pair of shorts and 2 t-shirts. Simon paid $75 for 1 pair of shorts and 3 t-shirts. So you can do elimination with this, make those eliminate by making that negative, and that negative. So you get negative 15 equals negative 1t. Divide by negative 1, t equals 15. So the t-shirt costs 15, but it wants the shorts, so I have to back sub it. Ugh. So I get 60 and then equals 1 times 15 plus 2t minus the 15. And I get, just make sure this is coming out right. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day. I just put that in the wrong spot. Math by mistake. The 15 is supposed to go here next to the 2. That wasn't coming out right, so I apologize. It's supposed to go here. So I get 60 equals, we'll just put S plus 2 times 15. And so this is an S for shorts, and I get S plus 30 minus 30 on both sides. Shorts equals 30 for that one. So the answer there is shorts equals 30. Yikes. So again, just to recap that, I made this system by using this information: one short, two t-shirts, $60. One short, 3 t-shirts, 75. I did elimination. I get the t-shirts was 15. I put the 15 right back there, and I ended up solving for shorts and got 30. All right, 7 and 8, you're kind of lucky. They're the same question, just one's multiple choice. So y equals 2x. Hopefully you know how to graph that. You start at 0, up 2 over 1, like that. Okay. Like that. All right, and then over here, we're going to put this in slope-intercept form. So minus x on both sides. 2y equals negative x plus 15. Divide each side by 2. Get y equals negative 1/2 x plus 7.5. Yikes. So I'm going to have to go to 7.5 here. Go down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. So it does look like it crosses here at 3, 6. Yuck. 3 comma 6 is the solution there. You could have also done it with intercepts. The other intercept would have been the x-intercept, so I would have made, it would have been, no, that wouldn't have worked either. That is a tricky question. And then the last one is number 8, which is the same darn thing, except it's multiple choice. So I have to look for the one that crosses in that area, and I see it right here. The correct answer is D. All right, that was trickier than I thought. Do the best you can. I might change the plan to just say watch the video and do the questions along with it. So I hope you were able to get through this, and we'll see you on Monday.